Mate, sometimes I reckon the pit wall looks like they're controlling a spaceship with all those dials and knobs.
You're not wrong. Each of those adjustments, from brake bias to differential settings, has a profound effect on car behavior. It's like tuning a guitar, but instead of strings, you're tweaking mechanical symphonies to get the car singing just right on the track.
Alright, Eric, Wolfs has put down a 0:55.789. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Abarth 595 SS.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
Henrik Fleischer crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 0:55.083. They're getting to grips with Vålerbanen Bane 1, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Eric, Wolves posted a 0:56.701 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Henrik Fleischer has a best lap time of 0:54.855. Eric, Wolf's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 0:55.841. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
And off goes Sunrider, easing into the rhythm of Vålerbanen Bane 1. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
Henrik Fleischer's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 0:54.743. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
It's all about finding that sweet spot during these sessions, like tuning a didgeridoo, but way faster.
Haha, and a lot noisier. But you're right, In Indy, we fine-tune until it feels just right. Every lap here is a step towards perfection.
With just 59 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Sunrider is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book. It sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Vålerbanen Bane 1.
And there's Jury U, easing out onto Vålerbanen Bane 1. It's like the first step on a long hike, finding your footing before you hit full stride.
Right, and every racer knows this outlap is precious. It's their first handshake with the track today, feeling out its mood and temperament.
Sunrider has a best lap time of 0:56.510. Henrik Fleischer posted 0:54.929 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? There smells like wee, gently nudging the beast as they head out. The out lap is where you whisper to the car, "Let's dance," before the real party starts.
You got that right. It's a gentle waltz before the full-on rock concert of the race. They're testing the waters, getting a feel for every bend and straight of Vålerbanen Bane 1.
Alright, Sunrider has put down a 232.722. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Abarth 595 SS.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
There goes Jury U on their first dance with Vålerbanen Bane 1. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too, making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert. You know, mate, watching these practice sessions, you'd think the driver just jumps in and goes. But there's a heck of a lot more to it, starting with that aero package, the balance between drag and downforce. Oh, for sure. You tweak the front wing just a smidge, and you could have a totally different beast on your hands. Depending on the track, they might want more downforce for those tight corners or reduce it for the long straights to maximize speed.
Ever heard the pit crew chat about wheel camber? Sounds like a dance move, but trust me, it's all car talk.
Haha, yeah, camber is the angle of the wheel relative to the road. A bit of negative camber, where the top of the tire leans inwards, can give more grip in the corners. But too much and you're looking at premature wear on the inside of the tire. It's a balancing act, and each track requires its own setting.
Eric, Wolves crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 0:56.262. They're getting to grips with Vålerbanen Bane 1, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Smells like wheeze on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
There's the first flying lap for Sunrider, hitting 0:56.416. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Eric, Wolves posted a 1:37.651 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Watch as Smells Like We takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tyres, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob. They're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Eric, Wolves has a best lap time of 0:55.433. Henrik Fleisch's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 0:55.949. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Oi, these practices aren't just a walkabout in the park. It's here that races are often won or lost.
Absolutely. Back home in North Carolina, we emphasize the setup. A few tweaks during practice can lead to major gains on race day.
So, for those tuning in and wondering what's the go with these practice sessions, well, it ain't just about flexing their engines. It's about synergy, mate. Getting the driver, the car, and the track to sing in harmony.
Couldn't have put it better. We liken it to rehearsing a dance. Every step, every turn must be practiced until it's second nature on the big stage.
Smells Like Wee's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 0:57.093. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Tony Blues posted 0:56.618 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Look at Infinity taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight. With just 42 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. There's the first flying lap for Smells Like Wee, hitting 1:11.344. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt. Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Infinity is on their first practice flying lap. You ever think about what's ticking inside a driver's noggin during these laps?
All the time. It's a mix of analyzing, strategizing, and adapting. Every corner, every straight is a puzzle, and they're trying to solve it at full speed.
You know, mate, some folks wonder why these drivers spend so much time in practice. But it's just like prepping a Barbie, you gotta get it right before the big show.
Exactly. Rob, practice makes perfect, and in racing, perfect can be the difference between pole position and the back of the grid.
Look at Mr. Bango, they're really giving it some jandle now. The first flyer is always a bit of a reconnaissance mission, a mix of caution and raw pace.
You bet, Rob. They're mapping out the track, feeling out the grip levels and getting a sense of how the car is performing today. It's a crucial lap for building confidence.
And off goes Pip, easing into the rhythm of Vålerbanen Bane 1. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
Mr. Bang is getting to grips with the Abarth 595 SS in this practice session. Here we go, folks. The atmosphere is electric as the drivers prepare to unleash their machines on the track at Vålerbanen Bane 1 for the qualifying session. It's an impressive showing by Jury U, currently in second. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Jorg U's current position of second is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
A strong showing from Eric Wolfs as they currently sit in 6th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
I completely agree, Rob. Eric Wolfs has positioned themselves impressively in 6th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Smells Like We has put in a great effort and currently holds second. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? Tony Blues has completed their outlap. Tony Blues has completed their outlap. Impressive display by Eric Wolfs, currently sitting in position 5. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
Absolutely, Rob. Eric Wolfs has shown great potential to secure 5th.
Eric Wolfs has completed their outlap. And there goes Tony Blues, currently in position 4. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result. It's an impressive showing by Sunrider in qualifying. They have set the bar high, leading the way with their exceptional. Sunrider has just completed that lap in 0:54.676. Their best lap so far is 0:54.676, putting them in P1. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? Jury U has positioned themselves well in 6th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
Spot on analysis, Rob. Your U has
Jury U has completed their first flying lap in 0:56.060. Incredible drive by Pip so far, earning him 9th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? Impressive work from Henrik Fleischer, who has claimed 3rd on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. Henrik Fleischer will be happy having put themselves into 2nd in this qualifying session. A mesmerizing display from Sunrider in this qualifying session. They have left everyone in awe with their speed and precision. Currently leading the pack, they are setting the standard and sending a clear message to their competitors. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. Infinity's really showing what they're made of, landing in 1st during this nail-biting session.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about precision and nerve in qualifying. Every millisecond can make a difference on the grid. Let's see if they can squeeze out even more speed.
There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. Mr. Bang has just completed a lap in 0:57.789. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. A solid qualifying performance by Tony Blues, positioning them in 5th at the moment. The question now is, it's a stellar performance from Tony Blues, clinching 5th.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure.
A solid performance from Smells Like We as they currently hold position 7. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
Absolutely, Rob. Smells Like We has put in a remarkable effort to secure 7th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
A dominant display by Infinity in this qualifying session. They have put in a stunning lap time and find themselves at the top of the leaderboard. The other drivers will have their work cut out to match their speed and claim that pole position. Tony Blues has secured a respectable 5th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? What a performance from Henrik Fleischer. They currently occupy 3rd on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? Pip has put in a great effort and currently holds 8th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Pip has done a fantastic job to claim 8th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
Currently in 7th, Smells Like We has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. It's a masterclass from Infinity in this qualification session. They have stamped their authority on the track, setting the pace and currently leading the pack. It's an outstanding performance, and they are making their intentions clear for the race ahead. Impressive display by Tony Blues, currently sitting in position 5. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. With Tony Blues now sitting pretty in 4th, they have got to be feeling good.
True, but in the world of racing, good isn't always good enough. They've got to keep their eye on the prize and aim for perfection on every turn.
Mr. Bang has positioned themselves well in 9th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. Incredible drive by Pip so far, earning him 8th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Pip's current position of 8th is a testament to their skill and determination.
Pip might need to rethink their setup. That 105.107 isn't doing him any favors in 8th. Maybe tweaking the downforce for better grip could shave off a few precious seconds.
I agree, Rob. A bit more downforce on those corners at Vålerbanen Bane 1 could make a world of difference. But they'll have to be careful not to sacrifice too much top speed on the straights.
Impressive work from Smells Like We, who has claimed 7th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position.
I completely agree, Rob. Smells Like We has positioned themselves impressively in 7th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Smells Like We has some work to do, as that 0:56.975 is only good enough for 7th. It's an impressive showing by Smells Like We, currently in 7th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? There's a little bit of wind in the air today here at Vålerbanen Bane 1, as we're getting ready to kick things off.
The calm before the storm. I don't know about you, Rob, but I can't wait to see who comes out on top of this one.
Tony Blues will be looking to convert their pole position into a win.
They'll be excited at their prospects for this race.
Starting from the second position on the grid, we have Henrik Fleischer.
I think we are all looking forward to seeing what Henrik Fleischer can do from here.
At third, we have the one and only Sunrider.
It's like they're on the outside looking in. Can they make their way to the front of the pack?
Infinity is fourth.
Infinity is looking on for a strong result.
Lining up in fifth is Jerry Yu. The sixth starting position belongs to Smells Like We, who will be looking to make up ground early on. Eric Wolfs is lining up seventh. Pip is placed in eighth. Sitting in ninth is Mr. Bang. The flag makes its descent, and our tail begins. Like a kangaroo in a pickup truck, it's a jolty start fraught with potential pitfalls.
This is where the real racecraft comes into play. The drivers will be looking for any opportunity to make a move and gain an advantage.
It's all about finding those gaps and making the most of them, especially in these early stages of the race.
And with so many talented drivers on the grid, you know we're going to see some incredible overtakes here in the first sector.
It's not just about making a move, it's about doing it cleanly and without causing any incidents. So Tony Blues has decided to play it cool, eh? Holding onto one like a croc with a juicy steak. Just sizing up the competition, I reckon.
Let's hope they all brought their A games today.
These early salvos will shape the outcome of this race.
It all comes down to this rub, where the rubber meets the road. There's no more time for talk, no more practice. The teams have done all they can. Now it comes down to Mr. Bang to bring it home.
Tough break for Mr. Bang, who has just lost a position.
It's a nuanced game, isn't it? Mr. Bang's position change might very well be a part of a broader strategy.
You know, Jerry Yu, if you were any slower, you'd be going backwards. But good on ya for making Eric Wolf's work for it.
I've seen close racing, but this is another level.
Oh, it's like a good old game of footy. Every inch is contested. This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory? Hey, Tony Blues, if Smells Like We gets any closer, you might need to pop the question. The last time I did that, she said, actually I can't tell you because of the court order. Tony Blues has been served a big slice of Eat My Dust by Smells Like We. Hope they got their eating pants on. In a race where seconds count, Mr. Bang is counting on less of them between themselves and Tony Blues. Much like I'm counting on less seconds until lunchtime. The intensity is off the charts as Eric Wolf's hounds Jerry Yu, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit.
Hey Rob, ever seen a cat toy with a mouse? Kind of feels like what Eric Wolf's is doing to your...
Breaking alert, talk about going walkabout on the track. Tony Blues is off on a little bush adventure at Vålerbanen Bane 1, aren't they? Gee whiz, Jerry Yu is breathing down Eric Wolf's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Eric Wolf's rearview mirror right now, it's getting crowded. As Mr. Bang trails Tony Blues, it's a bit reminiscent of my cat chasing a laser point. Determined, but always just a tad behind. It's an intense battle for position as Sunrider tries to outmaneuver Henrik Fleischer. This is edge-of-your-seat racing. Great driving from Sunrider, who has just gained a place and moved up to second.
It's like Sunrider had an extra shot of espresso or something, jetting up to second.
I love being here at Vålerbanen Bane 1. What an awesome place to be witnessing these titans of the track battle it out.
Indeed, Rob, what a magnificent sight and sound. I love listening to the roar of these engines. Let's just listen for a moment.
As they speed through T1, Henrik, hold on a second. Whoa, smells like we took that corner like my Uncle Baz after a six-pack, all over the shop.
Dang, smells like we was riding high, but that slip up. That's like tripping over your own shoelaces at the county fair.
It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other.
It's a battle of nerves now. Who will make the first mistake? Henrik Fleischer or Jörg Yu? This is high-stakes racing.
Not much room to breathe for Eric, Wolfs with Jury Yu trailing so close. I reckon we'll see a move soon, especially at T1. Hang on to your cork hats, mates. We're about to see more jousting than a footy final between Jury Yu and Eric, Wolfs.
This is where the race gets really exciting. Both drivers will be pushing to the limit to gain the advantage.
Looks like Tony Blues is trying to chase down Smells Like We, but right now it feels a bit like my attempts at dieting. A lot of hard work with slow results. I tell you what, Tony Blues has got more problems than a maths book right now. Smells Like We is leaving them in a cloud of dust. Oi, Eric, Wolfs, if you wanted a tour of Sunrider's rear bumper, you've got a front row seat. Better make your move before the show's over.
Now that's what I call defending territory. Sunrider is marking that asphalt like it's their grandma's secret apple pie recipe.
Sunrider's losing time to Eric, Wolf's like a leaky tap dripping water. A bit more slip, and we'll be in for a real dogfight.
It's gut check time for Sunrider. They've got to dig deep and put some serious rubber to the road if they hope to stay ahead of Eric, Wolfs.
You know, mate, I was chatting with some of the pit crew earlier, and they were debating on which tyre compound to use. Hard as deciding between a meat pie and a sausage roll.
Well, back in my indie days, the choice was as clear as sweet tea or lemonade. But I reckon, here, with these changing conditions, it's more of a gamble.
The race is heating up as Tony Blues in 8th closes in on Smells Like We. The gap is just over a second, and I'm sure they are going to do everything possible to try and close the distance. They're not giving up without a fight. It's not coming up roses for Tony Blues. They're trailing Smells Like We and the gap's on the rise. They don't seem to have a response. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Oh, this is getting intense. Eric, Wolfs is just a few car lengths behind Sunrider. Blimey, Eric, Wolfs is cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub. You know, it's like watching a Kelpie herd sheep. Sunrider's making sure Eric Wolf stays right where they want them. No room for a sneaky pass here.
Look at those tires on Sunrider's car. They're gripping the asphalt like an eagle on a trout. Eric Wolf's has got their work cut out for them.
Crikey, Sunrider's lead is slipping away quicker than a roux on the hop. Sorry to cut in here. Well, that was a proper Barbie flip by Eric Wolf's. Too much snagger, not enough bun. Blimey, Eric Wolf's is playing a tight game of footy on this track. Sunrider's got the ball, but no clear shot at the goal just yet. The gap between Smells Like We and Pip is razor thin as they vie for 6th in this nail-biting contest. It's a close race between Pip and Henrik Fleischer in 5th. The best laid plans of mice and men are hell, but it's certainly not going to plan for Pip right now as they are struggling to keep up with Henrik Fleischer. The action is non-stop as Smells Like We shadows Pip through every twist and turn, determined to claim 6th. Looks like Pip is legging it from Smells Like We. The gap's growing like a well-watered waddle as they zoom through T2. The battle for 5 is heating up as Pip tries to catch Henrik Fleischer in P5. We're watching Sunrider stop the press. Maybe Sunrider's got a drop bear in the cockpit because that move was bonkers. Look at Smells Like We trying to close that gap on Pip. Kind of like me trying to get close to a decent Barbie back home.
Barbie? Oh, you mean a barbecue. Yeah, but over here it's like trying to catch the last slice of pizza at a Super Bowl party. On this asphalt battlefield, Smells Like We's determination is the weapon, and Pip is the target.
We're starting to see. Wait, oi.
Is it just me or?
Nah, mate, Pip really just took the scenic route through the outback of Vålerbanen Bane 1. Crikey.
Feels like Pip's car turned into a stubborn mule for a second there at Vålerbanen Bane 1.
There's no escape now. Henrik Fleischer is breathing fire and has locked onto Eric Wolf's tail. Whoa, Henrik Fleischer's on fire, leaving skid marks and Eric Wolf's hopes behind.
If this were chess, I'd say Henrik Fleischer just put Eric Wolf's in check. Brilliant move.
These drivers, top-notch athletes. It's not just about being quick. They've got stamina, reflexes, and they've got to think faster than a kangaroo on a trampoline.
I'd pay to see that. A kangaroo on a trampoline? But yeah, their mental and physical game has to be on point for these races.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
Sweet Caroline, Eric Wolf's is giving Henrik Fleischer a hard time. Can't wait to see what happens when they hit T5.
It's a thrilling pursuit as Tony Blues is right behind Smells Like We, keeping the pressure on for 5th place. gap between Tony Blues and Smells Like We is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun. The way these cars grip the track is incredible. It's all about downforce. They're stuck to it like a piece of gum to the bottom of a school desk.
Now that's an analogy I get. But why's your gum always under the desks?
It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while.
The only thing closer than Eric Wolf's to Henrik Fleischer right now is the paint on their cars. Talk about a close encounter.
The crowd is on its feet as Smells Like We chases down Tony Blues through T1.
If this battle ends in tears, it could be like watching a high-speed domino effect, but let's hope they keep it clean and avoid any unplanned games.
This chase is as intense as a cricket match during the Ashes.
Cricket? I thought that was just a noisy bug. But seriously, it's like Game 7 of the World Series here.
Wow, Infinity is really pushing hard in these final moments of the race. What a win! This is a historic moment for Infinity, who put on a masterclass in driving today. What a display of skill and precision.
And that's why Infinity is one of the best in the business. A dominant display of driving from start to finish, leaving the rest of the pack in the dust.
Sunrider take 8th. What a fantastic race from Henrik Fleischer, who brings it home in 2nd place.
Intense race, but Henrik Fleischer held their nerve and earned a great 2nd place.
Impressive drive from Eric Wolfs to claim the final spot on the podium.
What a drive, well-deserved spot on the podium with that performance.
4th and 5th sees Tony Blues and Jerry Yu. In 6th and 7th, it's Pip and Smells Like We. You've joined us on a breezy day here at Vålerbanen Bane 1, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Starting from pole position is the perfect place for Eric Wolfs to launch an attack. The second position belongs to Henrik Fleischer.
The German driver will be focused on a good result from here.
Infinity will begin the race from the third spot on the starting grid. In the fourth position, we have Pip ready to tackle the race ahead. Starting just behind the front runners in fifth place is the determined driver, Jerry Yu.
A strong grid position, and they'll be expecting a solid result today.
Starting from sixth on the grid is a good position for Smells Like We to launch an attack.
Smells Like We is going to show us something special, I'm sure of it.
Sunrider has qualified seventh. Our eighth place starter, Mr. Bang, is a driver who knows how to make up ground on the track. It's all happening, tensions high as they go around the first bend. It's more packed than Bondi on a summer's day. One blue and it could be curtains.
With all that adrenaline, some might get too big for their britches. Gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them.
This is going to be one hell of a race, I can already feel it.
The first lap can always be a bit of a bun fight as everyone tries to establish themselves. It's easy for inexperienced racers to blow it in T1.
Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race.
I for one am really excited, Rob. The rivalry between York U and Sunrider has been building before the race, and this is where scores are settled.
As the drivers get this race underway, let me give a shout out to the admin team at Assetto CorsaFriends for making this all possible. Heroes one and all.
Well, butter my cornbread. Smells like We's playing it cool and steady. Maybe they're just enjoying the beautiful V and number 229. Vålerbanen is a racetrack located in Braskereidfoss, Norway. It is a part of Norsk Traffic Center and is also used for driving practice by driver and number 39. Licensed students, in particular driving under special conditions such as on icy roads. Among the more popular events hosted at V and number 229, Vålerbanen are the annual Gatebull event in Norway and number 39's largest amateur racing event in sports car display, Classic and AMP, sports car meeting. On the 14th of September 2008, the track hosted the 10th race of the 2008 Swedish Touring Car Championship, STCC, season. Although not as technically demanding as Rudskogen, it is significantly faster and allows better for overtaking. Here at Vålerbanen Bane 1, can't blame them.
Alright, hold your horses. Jerry Yu is really putting the heat on Eric Wolfs. If I were Eric Wolfs, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop.
If your U pushes too hard, they might find themselves exploring the scenic route, and nobody's got time for sightseeing during a race.
Jerry Yu's giving it a red-hot go, but can't seem to muster the pace to keep up with Eric Wolfs. It's like chasing a roux on a motorbike. You ever wonder, Rob, how much preparation goes into each race weekend? It's not just about the driver, but the hundreds behind the scenes, making every little detail count.
Oh, absolutely. The hours spent in the simulator, the mechanics working overnight on those tweaks.
Sorry to cut in here, a twist in our tale. Jerry Yu's slipping more than a bar of soap in a bath, now at fifth.
Well, change is the only constant. And in this dance, Jorg Yu is certainly keeping us on our toes with that position shift.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Eric, Wolfs is proper nipping at Henrik Fleischer's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell.
If Eric Wolfs gets any closer, they might as well ask Henrik Fleischer.
Wait, bloody hell, Sunrider just took a quick detour to the outback. Maybe they saw a kangaroo on the track or something.
Did the wind contribute to that? It's blowing at 13 kph out there right now.
The gap between Eric Wolfs and Henrik Fleischer is growing. It's now up to 1.1 seconds. The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Sunrider's inching ever closer to smells like weed. Well, don't come the raw prawn. Sunrider's giving it some stick, pulling smells like wee into a mere 1.1 seconds.
This is where the pressure really starts to build. Both drivers will need to stay calm and focused if they want to come out on top.
The gap between Jury Yu and Pip may be wide, but that doesn't mean Jury Yu is safe. They have to keep their concentration and avoid any lapses in performance. Did you blink? Because Jury Yu just laid down a scorcher of a lap. Even my ex never left that fast. Fantastic racing on show here today, and it's not just the top drivers who are impressing us. Even the drivers at the back of the pack are putting up a good fight, battling it out for every position.
It's a testament to the level of competition at AssettoCorsaFriends. Even the smallest mistake can cost you valuable seconds, or even lead to a crash. But these drivers are up to the challenge, and they're giving it their all. It's clear that AssettoCorsaFriends really is the place to be for top quality racing.
Jury Yu wants to find a way round Sunrider.
To achieve anything in this game, you must be prepared to dabble in the boundary of disaster.
It looks like Eric Wolfs is making a move. The gap to Henrik Fleischer is now down to 0.1 seconds.
I've seen drivers fight G-forces, fatigue, and mental strain. But Eric Wolfs is doing more than just enduring, they're thriving.
Hold on a moment. Oh, Mr. Bang went off track. I know the feeling, just like my diet every weekend. Oh my, Jury Yu is hot on the tail of Sunrider. As they come into T4, I'm sure they may have a cheeky peek up the inside. You reckon these drivers do any off-track training? Maybe a bit of kangaroo boxing?
Haha, if they do, sign me up. But I think most stick to wrestling with the steering wheel.
Every gear shift, every pedal push. Eric Wolfs has got one goal in mind, capturing Henrik Fleischer's spot. The gap between Eric Wolfs and Henrik Fleischer is getting smaller.
This ain't Eric Wolfs' first rodeo. They're optimizing their racing line, reducing understeer. If Henrik Fleischer ain't nervous, they sure ought to be.
You know, racing is all about strategy. It's like choosing between a sausage sizzle and a meat pie.
Sausage? Sizzle? Why not just grab a burger and call it a day? But I get your point. Strategy is everything out here.
Every move counts now as Jury U works to reel in Sunrider and overtake for P5.
It's all about finding the perfect opportunity. Jorg U needs to stay patient and wait for Sunrider to make a mistake.
Fair dinkum, Jury U is getting a wriggle on. The gap to Sunrider is now down to a whisker at 1.0 seconds.
Holy smokes. Jorg U's extracting every ounce of horsepower from that power unit. They're tailing Sunrider tighter than a belt after Thanksgiving dinner.
The gap between Infinity and Henrik Fleischer is not insurmountable, but it's going to take a mistake from Infinity to bring Henrik Fleischer into play.
Hold on to your hat, Hal.
Henrik Fleischer is hot on the heels of Infinity. The gap's narrowed down to a meager 10.1 seconds. Did you ever think about the physics at play here? The G-forces these drivers feel, especially during tight corners. It's mind-boggling.
Absolutely, Rob. And it's not just the car's engineering, but the human body's resilience and adaptability. The way these drivers train to withstand and use those forces to their advantage. It's an art form combined with sheer grit.
By the looks of it, Eric, Wolfs in third is keen to throw another shrimp on the barbie and crank up the heat on Henrik Fleischer. Hold on to your stubbies. It's game on now, Eric. Wolfs has closed the gap to Henrik Fleischer. It's now down to 1.2 seconds. As a former racing driver, Hal, how important is the relationship between a driver and their team during a race?
It's absolutely crucial, Rob. The team provides valuable information and support, helping the driver make the right decisions on track. A strong bond between the driver and the team can be the difference between winning and losing.
The gap between Mr. Bang in 8th and Sunrider remains over a second, but Mr. Bang is not letting up. They're pushing hard and looking for any opportunity to close that gap up. Can they pull it back in the remaining 4 minutes?
Nail-biting indeed. I've already chewed through half of mine. And while Mr. Bang is going for gold, I'll be going for a manicure.
Crikey, that overtake by Mr. Bang was smoother than a coldie on a hot summer day.
Well, from what I've seen on the oval tracks, that's how the big leagues play. But I gotta admit, this is next level.
Eric, Wolfs is not able to keep their pace consistent. So far they are 0.49 seconds down. Geez, sorry to cut in here. By the looks of it, Jury U reckoned Vålerbanen Bane 1 had a hidden shortcut. Too bad there isn't one.
Holy smokes. Jorg U's serving up some backyard barbecue with that smoke show. Just missing the ribs.
Struth, Eric. Wolfs is not here to muck about. The gap to Henrik Fleischer is dropping faster than a hot pie at the footy, now at 0.6 seconds. We got a close battle as Jury U closes in on Pip.
At this rate, Jorg U and Pip are so close, they could share a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Oh dear, Jury U has dropped down to 7th. Oh, talk about a tango on tarmac. Sunrider is dancing closer and closer to Pip. You can feel the tension as they approach T1. It's starting to look like we might get a battle between Sunrider and Pip.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Sunrider's using that draft from pit real effectively, shaving off tenths every lap.
Looks like hold up a mo. Crikey. Pip thought they were on a boomerang's flight path. Only problem? Didn't come back. It seems like Eric Wolfs is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace.
Can Eric Wolfs refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
Hope Henrik Fleischer hasn't got stage fright, because Eric Wolfs has booked a front row seat to the show.
It's like a good old North Carolina hoedown. Henrik Fleischer's trying to lead, but Eric Wolfs is eager for a do-see-do.
Henrik Fleischer's lead is shrinking faster than ice cream in the outback sun. At this rate, Eric Wolfs will be on their tail in 0.7 seconds.
That's a worrying sign for Henrik Fleischer.
You can feel the tension in the air.
The drivers are all focused, putting everything on the line for a chance at victory, pushing themselves and their machines to the limit.
And let's not forget about the incredible machines themselves.
Absolutely. It's amazing to think about the kind of engineering and innovation that goes into making these vehicles. But it all comes down to the drivers, who have to be able to handle the power and speed. It's going to be thrilling seeing how this race turns out.
Even though Henrik Fleischer is a fair way behind Infinity, they can't afford to let their guard down. Infinity is still vulnerable to mistakes.
Reckon Henrik Fleischer's starting to feel a bit like they're out in the outback. They can see the horizon, but it's a long way off. Good on ya, Infinity, for keeping that distance.
Infinity is off like a bride's nightie, leaving Henrik Fleischer huffing their exhaust fumes.
Yep, Rob, Infinity is tearing up the tarmac, but can Henrik Fleischer dig deep and go hell for leather to catch up? You hit the nail on the head, Rob. They've got to keep their eyes on the prize and not let ego steer them off the track.
It's all over. Infinity has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now. Impressive second place finish for Henrik Fleischer.
Strong work securing second place. Well done.
Excellent focus from Eric Wolfs to secure a fantastic third place on the podium, with Jury Yu and Pip in 6th and 7th. Coming in 4th we have Smells Like We. Fifth is Sunrider. Sunrider is pitting.